Good morning. This is Sheila E from Tennessee again, folks, and I wanted to show you how to make Christmas jam. I made some at Christmas, and I put it in some pretty little jelly glasses, like little half-pint glasses, and I gave that away to some of my friends, and they just loved it, and so they're asking me to put this recipe on. So as you can see, it's not going to take a whole lot of time. I think I've got all my ingredients out. And so we're going to start with, let me turn you around here where you can see. Hopefully I'm doing a little bit better with this camera. Just hold on, give me a second here. Hopefully you can see right there. I've got my jars. See these jars right here? They've been in boiling water. So we're going to start off with 1/2 cup of water. We're going to have a 12-ounce package of strawberries. Probably need, I don't think we'll need to cut them up. And those are already been washed and took the tops off of. And then we've got, you can try frozen strawberries or fresh strawberries, either one. And then you have 1 package of fresh or frozen cranberries. And you put that whole, and this is a 12-ounce package. And then your strawberries, it's called for a pound, but I only had a box, you know, like you buy at the local grocery stores, so I put those all in there. Also, it calls for 4 cups of sugar. Like I said, this is jam, y'all. I mean, it's not anything on a diet, but hey, it's delicious on some cat head biscuits, and I may go ahead and put a recipe on there with those cat head biscuits too. So we're going to measure out 1. That's 1. And 2. And 3. 1 more. I'm not sure if you could use an artificial sweetener with this. I'm just not sure. I'll have to do a little bit of research on it and find out. Let me get that out of the way. Okay, also you're going to need, I'm just going to put this in water. It's a box of Sure Gel. I think with the last batch I made, I ended up putting 2. But we're going to try this with 1. I'm going to put it in some hot water. Okay, so it says mix it with a little bit of hot water. I got about, that's not much of water at all, but we're going to try it and see. I think the last time I just put it all in there at once, but we're going to put this in water and let that sit there just a minute. And again, I'll show you that. That's you can get this at your local grocery store or Walmart. This is a 1.75 ounce box of premium fruit pectin Sure Gel. So, and that's what I've always used too. So we're going to stir that up. We're just going to let that sit here in just that little dab of water. Let me put a little more in there. That doesn't look liquid to me. I like to encourage all my friends and young friends, especially that I've met where I work, and to get them to watch these videos and see that it's not hard at all. And I mean, you get enjoyment out of these, and I just love doing it. So then we're going to put that away. I've got that ready. Let's see what this recipe: cranberries, fresh or frozen; strawberries, fresh or frozen. And let's cut this orange. It says to take, we need some zest of it. So I've got this great old big thing right here because I didn't want to pour it everywhere. Can you see that right there, guys? I want to show you how to zest you see this, and an orange. So to zest the orange, and some of these older women know, but the younger women may not know how you do it. You take one of these little zesters that you get at Walmart or Dollar Store, or you can get them in the local grocery store too. I believe I've seen them at Food City also. So you take a zest, and what that is you're just peeling, taking it, and I did put this orange in some hot water. because as you know, with apples and oranges, they dip them in wax to prolong their life and make them look better. So I've got about a tablespoon of zest here. And I want to get all of that off of there. Okay, so we're going to set that right here. And then I'm going to put that, that's probably a tablespoon. See that? Of zest. Because we're going to use that orange too. This is a navel orange. I don't think it has seeds in it, but we'll see here in just a minute. And if you have some leftover oranges from Christmas, or if you just like oranges, this is a beautiful orange, let me tell you. Look at here. Look right here. Ain't that beautiful? And big enough to where you could get to see that. So I'm going to cut this in wedges, because it says to put the pulp in there. We're going to put the orange in there too. So I want it to be to where you can peel it really good. Alright, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to try to move you around just a little bit more till you can see a little bit better. Okay. How's that? No, it ain't going to stay there, is it? How's that right there? So what we're going to do is we're going to take and I did wash my hands, by the way. I wash my hands so much I've about run my hands with and cleaning in bleach water, and I just want to make sure everything's clean. So you see this right here, I don't like this stem in an orange, especially if you're going to put it in jam. So I always cut that out. So we're going to cut that up in pieces and put that out. It says one orange zest, and then one orange with the inside part of the orange. So we're going to do that again, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You just cut that old white off there so it won't mess up your jam. And then we're going to cut that up in pieces. Now don't ask me, I don't know what this does, but this stuff is absolutely delicious. I'm going to show you how you do that, girls. Look here. Take that right here, and you pull that back. See right here? And then you just take you a good pair of cooking, your kitchen scissors, and cut that mess out there. So, alright. Now we'll cut that nut. And we like one or two more, because I cut it in wedges. It's so much easier to do when you cut it in wedges instead of trying to do the whole orange. Like I said, this is I believe it's a California navel orange. Pretty sure it's apple sweet and delicious. I do know that. And you know your fruit has some thickening agent in it itself. So we're going to cut this off right here. I'm telling you, when this goes to cooking, it smells so good. And I've got my jars over here. I've got 6 or 7 little jelly jars, half pints. And I'm thinking that's going to be a plenty. And once you get those in the jar, once you get this jelly or this jam in a jar, you have to put your new lids. Make sure you have new lids, and don't matter about the ring. You can use the old rings, but you got to have the new bottom in them, the new lids that goes in the bottom. So you got to have new bottoms, and I boil the lids with the bottoms, and I'll show you that too. Wash my hands off again here. And so I've not cut the heat on yet, folks. I don't cut that heat on until I get everything in there. But I wanted to show you, this is what we call the rings. And this is the lid. You got to have a new lid. So once we get that in there, we have to seal it real good. Just hand seal, not something that's going to be real tight. But you hand seal it. Put this in your jar and fill it. Hand seal it, and then put it back. I'm not going to use a big blue cooker, but I'm going to use this right here with a lid that says to put the water over the top of them, and then cook that upside down to where the lids will seal. So we'll do that too. So let's see what we got here. We've got 12 ounces of cranberries, fresh or frozen. We've got 1 orange peeled and sectioned and cut up. 1 tablespoon of orange zest. And you can use, it says 16 ounces of strawberries, fresh or frozen. I had one of those plastic containers like you get at Food City or Walmart or your local grocery store. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the spices. Because like I said, this is a Christmas jam and it smells so good and it makes your house smell so good. See if I can get this off here. I thought I had one that was already, this is ground ginger, McCormick's ground ginger. And then I have McCormick's ground cloves. I'm going to take the lids off that one. You know what I do? I take that little, sometimes they have a little thing in there that sprinkles. I have to take that off because I can't get it measured good in a spoon. So you see all my jars like that's got them on. So, okay, here we go. Got the measuring spoon for you folks, just for you. I usually don't measure. I usually just do to the test. Let me put my glasses on here. Show you what this looks like in a minute. 1/4 cloves. That's a hive. I don't even see. I must have lost my 1/4 teaspoon. Let me see if I can find one over here. That's a hive. We're just going to use a hive. I'm just going to do half of it because I'm not sure where my other measuring spoons are. So this is a hive. So it says 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now you say that's just a food clove, but that's okay. That's okay. So we're just going to do half of that. You can see right here. Look right here. See there? We're going to do a half of the cinnamon. We'll put that back. And we're going to do, well, it was half of a hive, so it would have been a 1/4. It says 1/4 teaspoon cloves. So we're going to try to get 1/4 of that. Look at there. And see, that's the McCormick's cloves. And I had some allspice somewhere, but I'm not sure where it went to. See if I can find it over here. Right here it is, folks. This is another food clove, ground allspice, but you can find whatever you find locally, you can find it at your local grocery store. So we're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. There you go. Now this is a half a teaspoon, so I'm trying to just get a half of a half because I couldn't find my 1/4 of a teaspoon. I washed it, I guess, and put it in the dishwasher, so I'm going to have to hunt that out and put it back on the ring. So let's see here how this is working out here on these. Okay, now we've got cloves, we've got cinnamon, we've got allspice. Now we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of McCormick's ginger. You know, ginger's good for you. It's good for your stomach. It's good for a lot of things. So we're going to put these things back out of the way here. And I think we've got that one more ingredient. Let's go back over this. We've got 12 ounces of cranberries, fresh or frozen, 1 orange and peel. Use the zest. Tablespoon, 16 ounces of strawberries, fresh or frozen. We have 1 tablespoon of cloves. 1/4 teaspoon cloves, 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon allspice, 1/4 teaspoon ginger, 4 cups of sugar, 1 package of fruit pectin or sure gel, and a half a cup of water. We all got it all in there except for the sure gel. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there now. And it's just sort of like a paste consistency. See that, guys? Because I added a little bit of water to it. And that's just the way I've been told to do. You can put it in there just plain powder if you want to. I don't think it hurts anything. So we're going to make sure we get all that out of there. You can do any kind of preserves or strawberry preserves if you have fresh fruit or frozen fruit. I've made it out of frozen fruit. You get to wanting something and you ain't got it, and you know you want strawberries or blackberries or, you know, anything like that. So I've got my potato masher here. I want to show you, I do want to show you what this looks like. I'm going to turn the heat on, but before I turn the heat on, I want you to see how good this looks. See that? Can you see that, folks? I don't know how I'm going to hold this phone to get you to see that. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can do it like it right there. There we go. See all that orange in there and sugar and stuff? So let me see if I can get you put back up here where you can see. How's that? Is that better? Okay. Just be patient with me. I'm trying to get this thing to work for you so you can see exactly how to make this stuff. So when we've got our heat on, I'm going to turn it on sort of like a medium high, and then we're just going to start trying to move this fruit around and move your sugar around so your sugar doesn't burn. Because you don't want your sugar to burn, so I'm going to cut it down on low till I get this started. What happens is your water and your fruit start dissolving, and your sugar starts dissolving, and I swear this is just beautiful. If I know, you can see it right there. See how gorgeous that is? That is gorgeous. Let's see if I can get you here.